Hi, Heather Wainer, and I am here with a very special opportunity. I was able to go to the bog today, and I'm with Sylvain Dufour at Fruit, and we're going to talk a little bit about cranberries and blueberries and what's next for Fruit. Sylvain, I want to thank you for the opportunity today and getting to see everything that's going on here. This was my second time in the bog. So very cool. It was a lot of fun. It was a little bit warmer this time than last time. Last time was very cold. And when I think of berries, I think of Fruit. So when we first met, we were only talking cranberries, and now we're going to talk blueberries too. So could you just share me a little company history?
Yeah, in fact, we're celebrating our 25th anniversary this year.
Congratulations.
Thank you, Heather. And as you said, we started with cranberries. We've been cranberry growers and processors for over 20 years, and then roughly 5 years ago, we decided to take participation, so majority participation into a wild blueberry processing facilities in the north of Quebec. We felt that this little fruit has also good health benefit as well as the cranberries, and it fits very well in the portfolio of product that we already have, whether it's frozens or dry product. We can apply the same kind of recipes for one or another. So we feel very good about that new partnership that we built over there. Of course, in 25 years, we've been through so many things so far. It's amazing. As you already know, we're now the worldwide leader for the organic cranberries, and we're still the worldwide leader. We want to keep that for as long as Foodor is going to be on the market. We want to keep that, I would say, organic, I would say, logo that is with us. When people are thinking about Foodors in Europe and other countries, they think of Foodors as an organic suppliers for cranberries. But of course, over the years, we grew up to conventional cranberries as well too, and now we're offering a wider line of product compared to other of our competitors.
Sure, and we learned that a little bit today.
Yeah,
That we learned that you do have a new extract coming out very soon for Supply Side Global.
that's right, exactly. Now we're working on the extract. There's been a lot of work done so far, so we're about to launch a product now, which is a big good thing for us. I mean, I've been looking for that particular item for almost 3 years. It was in my head, and then we put a project on, and then we had our team to work it on, and we're about to launch it. So it's amazing.
It's exciting. Yes.
Yeah.
So we've talked a little bit about secession that's going to happen right now. Well, not right now, but in the near future. So what does that look like? What's the plan of leadership look like?
Well, actually, for Doors, we've grown basically from just a few employees, less than 10, and now we're over 500.
Nice.
So obviously, it takes a different sets of management, and also we have the greatest opportunity we can have at Foodor. We have young people, talented people that wants to take over, and they're part of the Le Moine's family, but of people working at Foodor's also. So there's a good teams which are ready to take over, and I feel it's the time for me to act as a mentor more than on the day-to-day basis, and just help them to go through. I would say learning the business and the market, obviously, but they will do very well. So I'm very confident that the future for Foodor is in good hands already. So I'm not scared about that.
That's awesome. What kind of values and legacy do you give on? Do you pass on to them?
I would say the first value for me is respect of nature. That's been there since our first day at Foodor. Respect for people. I would say these are the two most important. I've said before that we have 500 employees, and every of these employees is important to me. They have a job to do, and they contribute to the success of Foodor. And what I want to share with them, I would say, of course, in 25 years, we've been through a lot of, I would say challenges, but at the same, we've been through a lot of opportunities. And how do we select, how do we keep that opportunity alive instead of another one? This is what I want to bring to the new team leaders. Just make sure that we're making the right choice for the future of the business. This is what I want to bring to them.
Awesome. All right. Well, I know you've worked very closely with Stephen. He just asked me to ask you, what have you learned from the nutraceuticals industry?
Oh gosh, I would say a very different industry from the food. It's not about volume. It's not about. It's what about inside. I mean, it can be a small quantities, but have all the health benefit that you're looking for yourself. So I learned that the nutraceutical market is very different. You have to think different. It's not about volume, which is the case when you're in the food business. Everything is about volume. So the first thing you're always asking the customer, what volume are we talking about? But when we're in the Nutra division, it's completely different. What quality are you looking for? What kind of efficacy are you looking for? And therefore it brings the team working in a Nutra completely thinking differently from the one in the food business. And that's what I like about Fruit Door. We have today we have three divisions. One for the food as a food ingredient, of course. It's still the main business of Fruit Door. We have the retail divisions, which is for the consumer to get our product a very I would say annually basis. And the Nutra, which is very, I would call it the science-based business. It's all about science. It's all about what's in it, and not what it looks like or what it's the way it is. It's very very different. And at the same, it's so exciting because I would say every year you're discovering whether a new benefit or a co-benefit with another product if you blend it together. So it's limitless the potential you can have in blending or using different ingredients. So that's what I see into the Nutra, this limitless possibilities that we have in front of us.
I have to agree with that. So tell me then, since we talked about limited, tell me how it was. You talked a little bit about bringing the blueberries in. Tell me what was that decision, and where I know you do have a blend of the blueberry and cranberry, but how does that fit into what you're doing now?
Well, actually, wild blueberries is natural in Quebec as well too. Where we're the first production area this year. Some years we're the second one, but it's still Quebec is a leader in the wild blueberry production, and we felt that it brings different benefits than cranberries, but it's a very high in polyphenols. So we thought that a combination of two was a natural fit for us. And the partnership that we created with the Fortens family, which are running the business over there, is amazing because we have direct access to our own field. It's like we know what's in the field, if there's anything been applied. So we control the raw material up to the finish. The same models as Fruit Doors have. So basically implementing the same model as we did at Fruit Door. And when traveling the world, I think it's one of the key factors that's made us successful over time. That control that we have from the field to the finished product.
Sustainability is a big part of what you do.
Very much.
Can you share exactly what you do with the berries afterwards, the stems and all the roots and all that? And of course, being the berry business, it's just a very sustainable business.
Yeah. I mean, we're a four pillar SMETA certified. So well, obviously, we're thinking about what we're returning to the next generations. That's obviously what we're always thinking about. As I said before, we are the largest one in organic, but even if we're in conventional, we are using the latest technology to make sure that we apply only what needs to be applied to the plant. We have 3 agronomists working full-time for us in relations with our growers, teaching them I would say the latest results of research or technology that they need to use to be the best growers they can be, but at the same to be good with natures and making sure that in the future there's still going to be cranberry and blueberries growing around.
How has technology or even AI helped what you do?
Of course, I would say technology, the drone technology, for example, is being. I mean, we've been using the technology for so many years. Now with the drones, we can have pictures of fields that shows where the land need some fertilizers or not. We can see by the plant itself whether there's been excess of waters or not enough water. So we say pinpoint exactly what we need to do to make sure that the field gets what it needs and not over fertilizing or over putting water whatsoever. So we're very different on that way compared to others. I would say the AI is also we're using AI today to I would say forecast the crop. And funny as it looks, but we have been using a models for 5 years now, and the models is 98% on it. It's like we can have the projection of the crop almost every year, and we know in advance what we're going to get from the growers. Of course, we need to put the data in it, but the models works perfectly. The algorithms that we've been able to develop is just amazing for the production of the wild blueberries and for the cranberries.
Well, since you brought up from 3 to 5 years from now, what are the plans? What is your 5-year plan after?
Oh, 5 years plan for me personally. I would be retired, I think.
You're too
uh,
young to be retired.
in the meantime, I'm gonna remain a mentor for the new generations and the new leaders that we have at Fruitdoor. I just want to make sure that we pass on all the experience that we accumulated over the years, and we still have plenty of ideas in that head. So I just want to make sure that pass on all these ideas, and if some are good for the business, they will take care of it, of course. But we see at Fruitdoor that new generation taking place in the next 5 years. This is definitely the goal that we want to make sure that Fruitdoor was not just a matter of 3 or 4 owners that started that company and 25 years later it's over. No, it's not the case. We're definitely looking at the future, how to pass it on to the next generation as well too, for the growers and for the processing
Sure.
side as well too.
How are consumer trends such as demand for clean label, which I know you guys are part of plant-based, science-backed ingredients? These are all demands that I know your customers are making on you. How does that transpire in what you do?
Yeah, I mentioned before that the 4 pillars Meta certified. We have our own lab as well too. I think we have one of the most sophisticated lab for any analysis we want to have. We want to make on the cranberries or whether the blueberries. And I can't say over the time the technology has been evolving so much into it. Any pesticide residues that are in a plant today, you'll find it. We'll find it if needed. So we're very particular on that. We're making sure that our growers are applying exactly what need to be applied, and they are controlled. They know that they are controlled. So if I look in the future, I have to say that definitely the consumer and the customers are looking for companies that are acting responsible, and that's what all Fruit Doors is all about, acting responsible. And we're always proud to share what we've done so far with any of our customers, and we're proud to what we achieved as well too. I think we've been able to build a very good reputation with our customers, and they trust us. I think at the end, business is all about trust. If you don't trust the partners you're working with, you better stop
Sure.
it. And
Absolutely.
that's what we're trying to do, keep that trust.
I agree with that completely. What opportunities do you see coming up in the future with cranberries and with blueberries, or maybe some mixing with some botanicals or any synergistic things that way?
Well, as you mentioned before, we're now stepping into a new world, the worlds of extract, where we're going
Yes.
to concentrate it some of the component that we find in the cranberries and the blueberries, and that will allow us to start to do blend with other ingredient as well too. So we have not just the benefit of the cranberries, but we can have also the benefit of multiple other ingredients that comes with it. We're just starting it. I mean, we're launching the extract in a few weeks from now on, but definitely this is what we want to explore at Fruit Doors as well too. We want to make sure that nothing is waste. So every co-product that we have at Fruit Doors, we're trying to find a room or a market for that. And in that sense, we're now working with the pet food industry. We're working also with the cranberry seeds oil with the cosmetic industry. So
Mhm.
every component that we find that are positive into our material, we want to make sure that customers are aware of that, or customers that are looking for that kind of items, they are aware that we can provide those ingredients.
Sure, yeah, the pet market's been a big growing market. So I think you kind of advanced with that, but let's get into that a little bit more. Besides pet, you said botanical and all that. I know I met somebody today who has a cranberry oil product that you've been working with. She just launched her product. What markets are you most excited to expand into?
I would say the most surprising one to me was the cosmetic.
Mhm.
As a food guy, at the first stage, I was amazed by the potential of all the cosmetic industry, because now we're taking more care of our skins, our eyes, or whatever. So I was very amazed by the potential of that market, but I'm amazed also by the fact that people now have access to the information. They can go on the web, and instead of thinking of having a medication, they might decide to go for a supplement or a neutral product that will prevent them to go to the medications.
Mhm.
And I feel that there's a good future for natural product for that particular reasons. People are more aware and find the information they are looking for, and they will be more, I would say, willing to go and buy product that they can afford, which is not a medication, but that will help them on their day-to-day things. It's not like a cure or whatsoever. It's just eating better or adding to my food something that I'm aware that's going to help my health overall.
Sure.
Yeah.
With that in mind, then, How are you investing in research or other validations to support your products?
We're very close of Laval University here in
Uh-huh.
Quebec. We
Mhm.
have multiple research projects going on with them. The same with McGill University as well too. But we also working with the industry. We're a member of the Cranberry Institute,
Mhm.
where we're financing some key research project as well going on for the cranberries industry. Same for the wild blueberries. We're a member of the WABANA, the Wild Blueberry Associations. So we're a big support of research and development for those little berries. They have way more to offer to the consumer than just food. It's a healthy, both are healthy items, and I want to make sure that it's known by the world and by the consumer at the end.
Sure, absolutely. And as we know, research is everything
Yeah.
in this industry, and science is everything. So, what role do you see your company playing in the future of the natural products industry?
Oh, I hope that Fridor will keep being, as I said before, a trustful company that you can work with. Whether you're looking for cranberries or blueberries, that our name pops up. And I don't pretend that we're the only one, but I pretend that we do have a model that can brings trust in everything we do from the fill to the finish, as I said before. Fooddoors is also investing highly into technologies as well, to into the processing, in maintaining the quality of those components that we're trying to bring to the consumer. It's amazing the amount of money we're putting into R&D and innovation at Foodor, and not just for the product we're trying to put on the market or that we have in the market, but also in the technology we have to use to make that
Yes.
material and protect the quality of it.
Well, thank you. Then, is there anything else you'd like to add for our listeners, our readers, or?
Well, I'd like to think, I mean, I'll take that opportunity because I don't know if I
Uh-huh.
will have the opportunity again because as I said, I
Uh-huh.
might be a mentor and not as much available as I used to be, but I'd like to take this opportunity to thank you first for all the support that you've been bringing to us over the years. It's very much appreciated, and I would say to the whole industry as well too. I mean, in the last 10 years when we started the Nutra division, it's been just an amazing road. Like, wow. I mean, for me, the Nutra industry is a big wow. Everything that we're bringing to the consumer for their own health benefit, it's amazing. It's amazing what have been done into that industry, and it's amazing what's coming as well too. And I think the whole worldwide populations needs more of that.
Well, thank you. I really appreciate. I appreciate today. Today was a wonderful day to get to tour your facility and spend another time in the bog and seeing the cranberries right where they come from, and learn more about it. So I appreciate you, and I do hope that you do remain a mentor in this industry because I do think you have a lot to share with everybody, and you are going to need something to do with your free time.
All right. Thank you very much, Ed.
Thank you. Thanks.